we just decided to set off at 10 to 10, quite late, and guess who decides to set off at the same time as us?
Our neighbours!
Yeah, the people who overtook us yesterday.
They're nice people,
Yeah.
He went in for a
horse
swim,
flies trying to get me. Yeah, everyone was swimming around us, the boat behind us, and boat behind them. We set off the same exact time as them. It's not a problem, you get to join them in the locks. But when you're in the locks with another person, you've got to do it like their way, you know. And you don't want to do anything wrong, or you start compensation.
Still hanging about. Dragonflies, do your job and kill these horseflies.
Yeah, it was really hot yesterday. It's going to be even hot today, I think.
And I'm cooking tomorrow in this temperature. It's not going to be any different to being inside the kitchen. They get to about 40 degrees.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to go for a swim today. Didn't yesterday because they were sat on their bow and didn't want to watch me swim. Self-conscious.
You don't like the judgmental side of human beings, do you, Josh?
No.
They send out, they judge other people and send out sentences and stuff when they've got problems themselves. So Josh doesn't like being out there, being judged. He likes just to go off and do his own thing. I was very much the same when I was a lad. Go off and do my own thing, away from people. I like people, but I like to get away from people as well.
Yeah, you can't take so much.
That's some quite interesting chats with people.
Wow, there's two on me. Right on my dick. I can't hit that, can I?
No.
Look, they're everywhere.
I got one.
Three on there now.
We're going to have to get a spray out. Or we're going to have to go and get covered up.
I'm going to have to go get the spray, guys.
There's horseflies everywhere.
Yeah.
It keeps me awake all night. Not even a little mosquito bite keeps me awake.
Anyway, we're heading 6 miles further up the Thames today. I haven't even looked at the map yet. Radcott Lock we've got to do. And yeah, going through Radcott. Granton Lock as well. So 2 locks. Then we're mooring up at Kelmscott, which is probably where our neighbours are mooring up as well. Alright.
They're nice.
Yeah, no, they're nice.
Not pigs.
Yeah, they're nice. Okay. I'll go get bug spray, so I'll see you in a bit. to any other 70-foot narrowboat owners. The Upper Thames is probably the windiest stretch of navigation we've ever actually done. Some of these corners are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's like those roads you get in the Alps that just go back on themselves as they climb the hill. It's like that. And it's really easy to misjudge some of these corners, so we end up crashing on this one big time. Yes, it is the 16th of June, which means it is open season for fishing on the rivers. Closed season is from the 15th of March to the 16th of June, so everyone and their mother has come out to fish today.
Hit the cow. Look, they're weeing and pooing in the river, that's funny.
Oh, I don't want to swim.
They've got no table manners, have they? Is it nice and cool? Is it nice? Oh yes.
The tail's swinging. Been a beautiful cruise so far. Came through Radcott Lock. The guys in front of us, but we did crash before that. A really bad crash.
Yeah.
because one of the corners is just a complete 90-degree turn.
Well, Olive was
almost
like,
360.
Before we could even turn, Olive was like that.
Yeah.
We ended already up in bushes and willow trees.
Yeah. Lost the cut. Cut went in the canal, river.
Hey ho. It's alright.
Hey ho.
Nothing of a damage, is it?
Got out of it.
I nearly got pushed off though, because as the boat was going forward, there was a tree, and I thought, there's no way I'm going through that. So I had to run to get to the back quick.
Yeah, so I got pushed. Yeah, came through Radcott Lock. The guys in front of us. There's 2 lock keepers there, but I don't understand it because there's 2 lock keepers there, but there's no lock keepers at the locks behind us. Well, there was one actually. He went as soon as we came there yesterday. But I don't understand why there's some locks with no lock keepers and some locks with 2 lock keepers. Spread them out. I don't know. There's a water point there as well, but we just filled up water yesterday, and we can get water at Grafton Lock. So if there's a hose one, we're going to get that. Because it might not be a hose one. Because it didn't tell you the Nicholson guide. It doesn't say if it's a hose or if it's one that says no hoses. We'll have to find out. Just came through Radcott as well. Really weird bridge, single arch bridge.
Yeah,
weird,
tight,
like a canal bridge, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a canal bridge. It leaves you about 3 inches each side.
You've got like 2 pubs there. You've got camping. You've got all these boats moored up, but there's nowhere to park. Well, there is, but it's all private. So we couldn't moor there. That's the original plan, to moor there.
Every man his dog owns the Thames. If you've got land on the Thames, it's worth money. So, and they exploit it, didn't they? And put little camping teepees up and all sorts. So there's glamping back there, isn't there, and everything. Yeah. Moorings, campfield, beautiful tent field, campfield, wasn't there?
Right on the river.
You just moor right on, park right on the river and sit there and watch the.
There's a part that said private no mooring, and I said, why don't they just let that out to boaters? Because they do it for campers. And Dad said, what did he say? What? Oh, never mind. He said that they probably like to camp on the riverside.
Yeah, some of them have got boats. They bring their boats with them as well.
And the campers are up for paying. They're up for paying like 50 quid a night or something, 100 quid a night maybe. But if that was a mooring, that would cover that really good spot, camping spot, and they would only. No one's going to pay for a 50 quid mooring, are they? So they don't even bother letting it out for boats.
No, and a lot of these campers, they've come down with their caravans or their tourers or their mobile homes, and they've brought ribs down with them and small boats, and so they can mess about on the water as well. So yeah, best of both worlds.
Anyway,
Cormorant.
Continue on to Grafton Lock. It's a lot straighter now. A lot straighter. It's almost like Shops Union.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, you've got to come on here, guys, just to see the wildlife and nature. It's packed, absolutely packed. It's probably the most, what would I say? It's the most
wildlife dense
population and density of different types of wildlife. Our boat was covered in demoiselles, a type of damselfly earlier. Absolutely, it was like confetti. Yeah. Someone threw confetti over the boat. Absolutely wonderful. And we saw a bank vole the other day as well, which I haven't seen since I was a lad. I looked at it and I thought, just a rat. It wasn't. It was a bank vole. Unbelievable. So that shows you the conservation that they've been doing along the Upper Thames. It's great.
This plane's heading over again. These planes keep doing circles the whole time we've been on Thames.
Training. I can't remember the name of it. GX something or other, but it's like an improved version of a Hercules with jet engines, and they just use the area for training, go around in big circles.
Right, see you in a bit. These red boys here on this really tight corner are warning us that there's a sandbank there, but it's a really, really tight corner and we almost hit them. It's funny because at the last lock we passed a water point that was free and we thought, we'll get it in the next one. But then we get to the next one and the one we intended to go on, there's someone on it. Not a problem, we don't really need water. Somerset Coal Canal. I'm looking forward to exploring that when we're down on the K&A. There was 2 coal canals that went off down into Somerset, which are now abandoned, but they would have been absolutely beautiful. The boat in front of us was making all sorts of gestures, X's with their arms pointing at the wall here, and I just assumed, oh, they're saying X, don't, and they're pointing there, don't moor there. So we just followed them down, but then when we came to them, they said, oh no, we meant moor there, there's not much mooring up here, and we couldn't get in, so we had to reverse all the way back to the concrete mooring.
lifted that up with the rope and then stops us bashing of hanging it out. You can't go in again!
Outro time.
Word to your mother.
God. Well, we're moored up at is it Chems?
Chemistry lock.
Kelmscott. Chemistry lock, where was that? I can't remember where that was.
Chester Canal.
Oh
Going
yeah.
down into Chester.
Bloody hell, he actually knows more than me for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moored up now.
Just about moored up. We had to reverse a long way back.
Well, firstly, we want to mention those planes that keep crossing, don't we?
Yeah, some great big American transporter planes. I can't remember the model of them.
The guy who was going through the locks with us
Huge.
directed Dad thought it was training.
I thought they were just training, dropping down and coming back up again, but they're actually coming in from America, landing at RAF Bryce Norton, dropping off goods, we think stuff for Ukraine, and then immediately taking back off again once they've been offloaded.
It's funny because Dad waved at one and he put on his headlight,
Yeah, give us a flash.
which is pretty cool.
Because a lot of the Americans that fly over in the military probably never even seen an Narrowboat.
I think, what the hell is that going on the River Thames? Yeah. But yeah, came through the last lock with them. Turns out you're supposed to have someone on the back holding it in and someone at the front holding the boat in. Maybe
So-
if you're a lone cruiser you hold it in by yourself.
The
But
trouble is though, if you're a lone cruiser, if you're going down, you tie off at the front and the back, you're going to have a problem.
exactly. So I got told off again. Because I wasn't
I
supposed
think
to hold
everybody
it in with
must
the
get
bow.
told off when they go through some of these locks.
Yeah, it's funny, we both went up to help him. Me and the woman, Mary her name is, on the other boat. But he said, no, go back to your boat. And she started emptying the lock. And he said, don't empty it, stop emptying the lock. Because he thought someone was coming through, but they were just getting water heading that way. And the lock landing.
Alright.
Yeah, beautiful scenery, beautiful
Lovely
day.
spot.
Got a breath of wind. Probably going to go for a swim later. Much more private area by ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we managed to get the wharf mooring, which is all concrete. Everywhere else is just dirt. And
Well, it's
barely
not
get
even
in.
dirt, it's like gullies that go in, so you can't even get the plank off, can you?
Yeah, because when we came down here, the boat in front of us, who came for the locks with us, they were making all sorts of signs and gestures, pointing here. She was doing X. And I was like, okay, I guess they're saying don't moor there.
We're going to have to work on all of us, all narrowboaters and boat signs, so
Yeah.
we know what we're talking about. We thought she said don't moor here, and you can moor here, so we're moored here.
Yeah, we followed her down there, but there was only room for one boat, so they got in. And then we had to reverse all the way back around the corner and get in here, which is much better mooring anyway. And there is a little dirt track here. I thought I could park the car, but yeah, apparently there's a gate up there. So,
We'll check it out. We've got to go
Yeah.
out in a minute.
because Mum couldn't get down there. She called me up and she was like, I can't get down there, I can't get down there. I was like, okay Mum, go to this pub, or tell me your location. And I kept saying, go out of directions, and she wasn't going out of directions on the map. It was only until Luke got there behind her, and Luke said, oh, you're still in directions. So I just told her to get out of directions, so she could put a pin down so I could know where she was. And then I said, go to this pub, the Plough Inn, you can park there. She says, but I have to go through the gate. No, you don't, all you have to do is turn around. She's not very good at this, all this technology stuff. But when she's without me, she's a bit hopeless. But she got there in the end, and the car's parked somewhere over there by the Plough Inn. But we have to go to Whitney now again to get Dad's,
The rest of my prescription.
yeah, that they missed out on. Because they've run out of dihydrocodone.
Shame the aircon's not working in the car as well. That would have been nice.
It won't go below 15 degrees, I don't know why. So yeah, we've got to walk and go to the car now. And yeah, we're going to try and hunt for some gas, because butane gas is really hard to come by at the moment, because it's all used for camping. And we use it for a little camping stove. Because if we put it on the Arga, it's like putting on like the fire. You know, it's just boiling.
This time of year,
Yeah. So we don't really use it in the summer, and we use the thing. But we bought electric kettle because we have so much solar in the summer that.
But it's not a normal electric kettle, 2 or 3 kilowatts. It's a little camping one, and it's only about 600 watts. With this much electric coming in, it'll just be perfect just for making tea with on that.
Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed the video today. Next time we'll be cruising. I don't know if we're going to be cruising on the weekend with Mum, or because Mum is next Monday. It is, what day did it say? Friday? No, Thursday. Thursday, yeah. Dad's going tonight. Tomorrow night, and I'm going to be here all day by myself till Mum gets back in the evening. And then I don't know if we're going to cruise on Saturday or Sunday because Dad gets back on Monday, and then Mum goes to Worcester. She's going to stay with one of our subscribers. Her name's Kathy. We met her when we were on the Droitwich Canal, you might remember. Really, really nice lady. She bought us cat food as well, and she took us to the garage when we first had the car in there, getting the turbo fixed. And she's letting Mum stay there in Worcester. Worcester's an hour away, because we've got a really good garage there. Castle, that's in Ilfracombe.
Yeah.
St John's garage in Worcester. So Mum's going there because the timing chain has stretched in the car and it's a big job. And they've given us a quote, which is quite reasonable. But more on that in the next video. Yeah, so I don't know, we'll see you Saturday or maybe Monday. Bye.